This one caught by Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. That one, a first down pickup of 8. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Dorsett, the man in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Cottrell. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Dorsett, the man in motion. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The Falcons send out their punter, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Philip Dorsett, the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a throw here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Steps away to his left.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. He's got a man, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On second down now, Cottrell, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Nathan Cottrell,
a 10-yard touchdown run.
and the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
On first down, McFarland.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
McFarland again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Murray now, third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rolling to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
He's got Patterson on the out route, finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To the air yet again, Watson. Left side, it's Dorsett. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Falcons. Philip Dorsett, 56 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray flushed to his right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Now Murray again. Throw left side complete. That's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 10, Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up the first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Watson. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Demir Bird, 72 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Coup for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught right side by Anderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Play action. Now it's Murray.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a gain of 34. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Again, it's Watson.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
65 yards.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. And still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Ball kickoff. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Anthony McFarland, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Cottrell. That's 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share.
Here's a diving catch right side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
Oh, what a catch by Pitts.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. From the red zone now, Watson.
Right back to Pitts again.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that.
When they do, and you saw the celebration, pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Throwing now is Murray. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
To throw is Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Moore, the man in motion. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cottrell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Dorsett, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Cottrell. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Nathan Cottrell with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, McFarland. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Murray's got to have this one. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Cottrell looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down by Nick Needham. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give right side. Cottrell. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Nathan Cottrell
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Throwing now, Watson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Koo now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray now on first down. That is caught by Anderson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Murray, one final try. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the